Okay, Stuart Watson and Mike Bacon here outside Portman Road, where we've just seen pre-season come to a close with a 3-1 victory against National League side Southend United. First half very good, second half not so much. What did you make of that game?
Yeah, it was. Well, it started off very well, Stu. First of all, so because there was a lasagna and a garlic bread actually in the media suite before just a pie. But of course, that's irrelevant. I really enjoyed the first half. I thought John Jules and I thought Kane Jacks were really run some good lines that first half. We looked quite intense. Luco Sonny was really good. Everything about that first 20-25 minutes, got a goal as well. Everything was going well. And second half, I think even Kieran McKenna, you'll tell us more about it in a minute, Stu, but even alluded to it. It was went a little bit flattish, I think.
Yeah.
And but look, it was a good win. It was a solid enough win. Come the end of the game, Southend could have perhaps got an equaliser after scoring a goal and hitting the post. That would have been hugely unjust if the score had got to 2-2. But that's what happens sometimes if you take your foot off the gas. And I think Ipswich did do that a little bit in the second half. But lots of positives. Enjoyed Kane Vincent Young particularly. Enjoyed Carl Edwards particularly. Great to see them looking lively. So yeah, it's a win. And obviously it's all heading towards Bolton now.
It is, yeah. Just talk about the first half a little bit more. I thought it changed the team completely, Kieran McKenna, from the Millwall game, which he said he would. So this was, I'm loath to call this the B team, the second string or what have you, but it's pretty clear that the team that played at Millwall last weekend, I would say the bulk of them McKenna's got in mind for Bolton. And this was the kind of supporting cast, one or two. The challenge to them is, can you force your way in tonight, I would say. And that first half showing, particularly the attacking players, I think a few have given McKenna some thinking to do. Kyle Edwards on the right, very lively. Tyrese John Jules was exceptional. He scored a really good volley, direct from a Luco free kick delivery, set piece goal. Claxon again, second in pre-season now, but his all-round play was great, wasn't it? Very direct, very strong. Was getting his head on corners. He was good. Luco so classy. Cameron Humphreys, what an old head on young shoulders he's got. 18-year-old, just great spatial awareness, orchestrating, pointing up where others to be. So that first half was great, dynamic, getting in behind, carving open chances. They went into the break 1-0 up, but it could have been more. And then, as you say, the second half, the tempo just dropped a little bit. I don't know if subconsciously they're thinking we're so in control here. Bolton starts creeping into their minds a little bit, especially once that second goal went in, which was another really good, slick move. John Jules with the pass, Edwards sweeps in the cross, Greg Lee comes marauding in from the left, finishes off in the box, 2-0 up. And they just took their foot off the gas a little bit from there, didn't they? And Southend pulled one back, then they hit the post. It's just a reminder, it reminded me a little bit of games last season where Ipswich was so in control, didn't kill the game off, and that can come back to bite you, and it nearly did tonight, didn't it?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Stu. I mean, that's the thing. You see, it's only pre-season, and people keep saying it's only pre-season. It's only pre-season. But that little period of time where Town looked so much in control, and then suddenly it was almost 2-2, and you thought, if this had been a League One game, we'd been devastated. That Ipswich could have possibly have conceded 2 goals in that manner. I know people keep saying it's only pre-season, but we're only a few days away now. Pre-season's now finished, and the mindset has got to be to kill games off, as you say, Stu. Let's start winning games 2-0. If you're 2-0, let's make it 3-0. Let's 3-0, let's make it 4-0. And that didn't happen tonight. And I think Kieran McKenna alluded he was a little disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah, he saw it exactly the same as we did afterwards. Just said that's a good lesson for us and a good one to get out the way in pre-season. That if you just drop your guard, you drop your focus, then games can change quite quickly. Because that little Southend comeback was in a sort of 7-8 minute period where they just dropped their guard, didn't they, really? It came out of nowhere. But as it was, they went on to win 3-1, made a load of changes at the end, and a really good headed goal from Freddie Ladapo, glancing in Wes Burns' cross, and a win to finish pre-season. No injuries, which was the main thing. 90 minutes in the legs or good best part of 90 minutes for most of the players, so everyone should be fit and up to speed for the game on Saturday, and McKenna's got a few decisions to make, I think, going into that one.
I would have think Aluko put himself in the shop window big time if he hasn't already. If he wasn't going to start on Saturday, I just like him so much. I think he's such a talented footballer. He's played at such a level, and he's so fit and strong, and he sees things. He'd have done well. Edwards has done. It's nice to see Edwards giving Burns that backup. You know, people already talking about the World Cup and Will Burns, but well, Edwards showing that sort of form is good to see. Obviously, the new guy coming in from Leeds as well. You know, he's going to be joining us. You know, will he start, Stu? I mean, I'm not sure he will, but I mean, there's a lot to be thinking about going head into the game, isn't there, on Saturday? So, yeah, we'll see.
There sure is. We'll see you back here at Portman Road on Saturday for the big kick-off. Can't wait.